From our Toronto studios, this is the Muslim News on Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aishah Ashraf. Illinois man sentenced to 53 years for killing 6-year-old Palestinian-American Wadi al-Fayoumi in anti-Muslim hate crime. This and more in our show today. President Donald Trump refuses to affirm he must uphold the Constitution. Asked in a newly aired NBC interview if he must uphold the U.S. Constitution, Trump replied, "I don't know. I'm not a lawyer." This has prompted alarm over Trump's understanding of presidential duties. Trump refused to confirm whether the Constitution guarantees due process to all individuals on U.S. soil, regardless of citizenship. When NBC's Kristen Welker referenced the Fifth Amendment, Trump again deflected, claiming it would be too burdensome to give undocumented immigrants legal proceedings before deportation. Legal experts and human rights groups have condemned the remarks. The Council on American-Islamic Relations is urging U.S. lawmakers to vote no on a controversial bill that rights groups say threatens free speech. The proposed International Governmental Organizations Anti-Boycott Act is set for a vote in the House. If passed, it will make it a crime to support or comply with boycott calls from international bodies such as the United Nations, especially those aimed at Israel over its treatment of Palestinians. CAIR warns the measure could punish American individuals, businesses, and advocacy groups with fines of up to $1 million or even jail time for supporting peaceful international boycotts. Analysts say this is a direct attack on the First Amendment right to free speech and protest. They argue that the U.S. has a long history of using boycotts to push for justice, from the American Revolution to civil rights and anti-apartheid movements. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib is rallying support for Zoran Mandani's mayoral run in New York City. Tlaib is fundraising for a political action committee named New Yorkers for Lower Costs, which supports Mamdani. Mamdani is a Democratic state assemblyman from Queens known for backing the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement against Israel. In her text appeal, Tlaib, the first Palestinian-American congresswoman, praised Mamdani's activism, including hunger strikes for a Gaza ceasefire. She said he is being drowned out by former Governor Andrew Cuomo, the Democratic frontrunner whose billionaire-funded Fix a City PAC has raised more than $4 million. Mamdani currently trails Cuomo in Democratic primary polls. Tlaib criticized Cuomo for defending Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in war crime cases. Jewish donors and advocacy groups have condemned Tlaib's message. A white woman who was caught on video using a racial slur against a black child in Minnesota has raised more than $600,000 through online donations. The woman, identified as Shiloh Hendricks, was seen in a viral video seemingly calling a 5-year-old boy the N-word at a playground in Rochester on April 28th. The boy, who is on the autism spectrum, was allegedly accused by Hendricks of taking her toddler's items. After backlash, Hendricks created a fundraising page titled "Help Me Protect My Family" on the conservative platform Give, Send, Go. Claiming she is in a dire situation and facing threats, she asked for help to relocate. The page quickly surpassed its original $50,000 goal, with donations exceeding $624,000. The platform has since muted the comment section, which was flooded with racist messages. An Illinois court has sentenced Joseph Chuba to 53 years in prison for the hate-driven murder of a 6-year-old Palestinian-American boy. The 73-year-old killed Wadi al-Fayoumi and attempted to murder his mother, Hanan Shaheen. The attack occurred in October 2023 in the suburb of Plainfield near Chicago, amid rising tensions after the start of Israel's genocide in Gaza. Chuba, the al-Fayoumi family's landlord, fatally stabbed the child 26 times and attacked his mother with more than a dozen blows, yelling, "You Muslims must die," according to testimony. Chuba's wife told the media that he was influenced by watching the news on TV. The verdict drew renewed attention to the rise in Islamophobic and anti-Palestinian hate crimes in the United States. Civil rights groups condemned the act as part of a broader pattern of racially and religiously motivated violence. Tensions rise as India and Pakistan ramp up missile tests, diplomatic expulsions, and border fire raising fears of escalation over Kashmir. This and more coming up next. Welcome back. As House Republicans push forward with President Donald Trump's budget, proposed Medicaid cuts are causing friction within GOP ranks. 12 GOP lawmakers, including Representative Jeff Hurd of Colorado, warned Speaker Mike Johnson they would not support any plan that slashes Medicaid for vulnerable groups. Hurd says Medicaid must stay true to its original purpose of supporting children, pregnant women, low-income individuals, and seniors. He backs cost savings through work requirements and curbing improper payments, not coverage cuts. Public opinion is firmly against cuts, with 76% opposed to major changes to Medicaid, according to a recent KFF poll. The Congressional Budget Office warns that to meet GOP savings goals, cuts to the program may be unavoidable. Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 41 Palestinians in Gaza since dawn on Monday, according to medical sources. The dead include women and children as attacks intensify across the besieged strip. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu released a video saying Gaza's population will be moved for its own protection. The move, observers say, is known as forcible transfer and is illegal under international law. Meanwhile, Israel's military chief has warned that expanding the offensive could risk the lives of Israeli prisoners held by Hamas. The International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. Israel also faces genocide charges at the International Court of Justice. In the small Texas town of Cactus, Haitian meatpacking workers are fearful of intensifying immigration crackdowns. Nicole and Irano Mintor, who legally arrived under the Biden-era CBP-1 parole program, now face possible deportation. Nicole, who earns more than $20 an hour at the JBS meat plant, recently got a notice to leave the U.S. within 7 days. I pay my bills, follow the law, but now they want to take away my permit, she said. Like many others, she fled Haiti's turmoil in search of safety and opportunity. But Trump-era immigration policies are making a comeback, casting doubt on the legality of their stay. A federal judge has paused deportations for now, but fear remains. With 3,700 workers, most of them immigrants, the JBS plant is a lifeline. For workers like Nicole, the American dream seems teetering on the edge, uncertain, unstable, and slipping away. Tensions between nuclear-armed rivals India and Pakistan are escalating across military, diplomatic, financial, and digital fronts. In a show of force, Pakistan conducted another missile test, its second in 2 days. The Fatah surface-to-surface missile, with a range of over 70 miles, was fired as part of its ongoing military drill. Earlier, an Abdali surface-to-surface ballistic missile with a range of more than 270 miles, capable of carrying conventional and nuclear warheads, was tested. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and President Asif Ali Zardari hailed the tests as a success. India has granted its military full operational freedom. Both sides have exchanged fire along the line of control, expelled diplomats, and frozen bilateral agreements. India suspended its participation in the Indus Waters Treaty, while Pakistan hinted at pulling out of the Simla Agreement. India and Pakistan both stake a claim on the Kashmir region, but rule over parts of it. India accuses Pakistan of backing the April 22nd attack in Kashmir's Pahalgam area by suspected Kashmiri rebels and alleges that Pakistani nationals were involved. Pakistan has denied any involvement in the attack. Meanwhile, in Pakistan-administered Azad Kashmir, villagers near the line of control are bracing for possible escalation. A futuristic new landmark designed by the Zaha Hadid architects opened in China. Hadid was an Iraqi-born British architect, artist, and designer recognized as a key figure in the architecture of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. She founded the firm in 1979. The Shenzhen Science and Technology Museum features a dramatic curved design and a dual-tone stainless steel exterior that shifts from deep blue to gray, resembling celestial motion. It anchors the city's new science park and flows outward into terraced platforms, merging public outdoor space with indoor galleries. Spanning more than 137,000 square feet, the museum includes galleries, immersive theaters, and research, education, and innovation spaces. The building integrates passive cooling, rooftop solar panels, gray water recycling, and rainwater harvesting. Nearly 390,000 tons of recyclable materials were used. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Salam.